What is up, Midway Mayhem fans? This is Dan, and we are back here at the Universal Orlando Resort to check out the construction progress on all the new attractions and for Halloween Horror Nights. So let's head inside the park and check it out. Alright, so we're just about ready to head inside the park, and something I gotta point out is we have a new banner right here for Rock the Universe hanging down from the archway, so they are promoting that. And it won't be too much longer. We should see a Horror Nights one right here. So let's head inside and check out construction on Jimmy Fallon. Right off the bat, we are walking down the main boulevard for Universal, and I can't really notice anything different when it comes to Horror Nights. We still have those same props set up and the big old banner up at the top for A Chance in Hell. But other than that, it's pretty much the same as our last update. Well, if that banner is correct out front, this is where Rock the Universe is going to be. And everything looks set up for the stage. In fact, we actually have right here barricades surrounding the entire area all the way around. So yeah, very soon, it's going to be rocking right here. Hello there, old friend. Good to see you again. Let's get a closer look and see what's new with you today. Well, there are a couple changes here and there. As we see right here, a lot more of this texture for the outside of the building is in place. That sheetrock or paneling, well, they've gotten a little bit more. We do have a hole right here, and I'm wondering if that's going to be for a window, something like that. It's obviously not for a door or a stairway, something like that. And of course we have that big old tarp still covering a lot of this. I would have expected that they would have moved on and probably tried to cover up some of this, but a little slow going over here. Well, let's walk around, see if we can see anything else. And here's our view from the front of the building. Again, not much has changed, at least over there. The sheetrock right here, well, just about the same. The main marquee, well, that hasn't really changed either. They may have put some more steel up, something like that, but overall, everything is just about the same. However, up here at the top where we had that opening, well, we now have some insulation. But yeah, that's about it. But of course, we're gonna walk around the back and try to notice something else. Come on, Jimmy Fallon. Why are you going so slow now? Well, not a lot of progress here on the backside. Again, we still have those metal braces, stairway right over there. But yeah, it's just exactly the same as we left it during our last update. So let's move on, see what else is going on around the park. Woohoo! Looks like we have some new stuff for Horror Nights that have showed up. And this is going to be food tents and alcohol tents. And they line the entire street all the way down. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of different food options and drink options here at Horror Nights. I'm super excited about that. Well, this is definitely new. We have right here over by Rip Ride Rocket and Mummy a Halloween Horror Nights tribute store, as we can see right there. It says tribute store. See, I wouldn't lie to you. And of course we have this banner right here saying Halloween Horror Nights 26 coming soon. Be very interested to see what they're going to have in here. Probably a ton of merchandise, and I cannot wait. Again, over in the New York area, props are still here. Nothing has really changed. And even looking down this way, it looks just about the same. Nothing over here really or anything else like that. But we did get a hint about what roaming hordes are going to be coming to Horror Nights. We're going to have cheerleaders, we're going to have hillbillies, there's going to be all sorts of neat creatures and monsters roaming the streets. It's going to be very exciting here, since we are less than 2 weeks away, guys. Well, I'm not 100% sure what this is all for, other than it's advertising Coca-Cola, but we have a stage set up and a whole bunch of lights, as we see right here. And we'll walk down, get a little closer view. But again, it's all Coca-Cola advertised. So I'm not sure if it's going to be for Horror Nights. Could be. But they got a lot of expensive lighting up in the air. Some on the towers, some not, like that one. And then here's the main stage. Yep, we still have a haunted tree vehicle. That hasn't changed. Well, kind of the same situation with Fast and Furious, but of course we'll go around and hopefully there's some different things going on with the construction site. And we've rounded the corner now, and I hate to say it, guys, other than maybe a couple few pieces of steel here and there, it is just about the same as the last update. Of course, we'll zoom in, see if we can notice anything else. Not really seeing anything, but there's always next week, guys. We'll continue doing updates on this. Whenever it changes, we'll be there. It looks like we have a reoccurring theme, and by that I mean, well, not a lot has changed. We're over here at Dead Man's Wharf. It looks like we have the same props, scenery, all that jazz as we did in our last update. So again, it's been kind of a slow week here at the resort, but I'm expecting things to pick up pretty quickly. Although most of the Horror Night stuff is out, I do notice over here we have some new lighting, and there's a bunch of cables all over the place, and a kind of breaker box over here, electrical box. But that's it over here by Fast and Furious and Dead Man's Wharf. Tarps, however, are in place right here at Dead Man's Wharf, and that's usually a good indication that there's some gore or something pretty bloody underneath here. And I assume that foot right there is pretty much proof. So yeah, they don't want to show guests during park hours, but there's bodies all over the place. Some right there, some right there. They're all over.
More alcohol! Give me alcohol!
What is this that I see? Well, just down a ways, over by Bill and Ted's, it looks like we have some lighting tests going on. Or maybe even dress rehearsals. So we see the lights on right there for the stage show. And I'm sure they're probably doing a whole bunch of dress rehearsals at night once the park closes. Since they are closing at about 8:30, they have plenty of time after park hours to do their test. A little bit closer view, we can see some flashing lights and what possibly is a portal, as there is a big kind of a circular device right there with the screen on it. Again, we're not trying to give away hints too much about what the show is going to be like, but they are doing all sorts of tests right now. Remember, folks, alcohol is universal, and there's another stand right here, right over by Men in Black. Well, I hear all sorts of banging, cutting, and sawing, but nothing really different on the outside here. Well, I hear all sorts of banging, cutting, and sawing, but not a whole lot different, at least visually right here. Up at the very top, again, they still have some of that framework and some of the sheetrock and paneling left to put on. But most all the work that's going on right now is behind this wall as they try to get everything prepped and ready to go. A little slow looking, but promise, there's stuff going on. Nothing to see here, folks. Moving along, and that's just what we're about to do. Well, we have Kid Zone, and we have alcohol. The two don't mix, but we do have the drink stand set up right here and food stand over here. But there are a couple houses that are down over in this area. And this actually extends a little ways down. We'll walk over here to see if we see anything else. Just a couple light towers, and that's it. That's all that's changed over here. Right over here by Barney, another lighting tower right here. Now, generally in the years past, this has actually been an entrance to either one or two mazes. So hopefully that's going to be the same situation here this year. Central Park area over here with all of the different props. Still looks about the same as last week. Again, I think this area is pretty much done, and all we need is just the scare actors in place, lights to be down, and the fog to be rolling. There is something definitely different over here at the stage. As we can see, that giant screen is all gone. For whatever reason it may be, no clue, but this stage is all bare now. We still have the lights and sound systems, but the screen's gone. Well, just like what we said on the other side, that big old screen is all gone. So definitely something is going on here. We'll keep you updated though. One last noteworthy news thing to point out, and this is actually really good on Universal here. As you guys may know, you may have seen it, the Pulse victims have actually been memorialized right up here on the window. Now these are employees that used to work for Universal, but very, very nice to see this, and it's a very touching monument for them. Just in case you guys were still wondering, yes, Twosome Chocolate Emporium is still open for preview. but we now have an official opening date. Yes, official opening date, and that is going to be September 22nd. Well guys, that is going to do it for another Universal Orlando Resort construction update. And as we saw, things were kind of slow this week. However, Horror Nights was the big winner with some new props and different things going on around the park. We're going to have more updates from here and from other parks from around the world. So if you like what we do, follow us on Instagram, our Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Midway Mayhem. And I'll see you out on the Midway.